Welcome to this week's Bushel Up. Real quick, just start off saying thank you to all the growers and our location people that came out to tours last week. We had a nice full week. Kind of exhausting, but it was fun. I enjoy that when we can interact and just talk about the real things that are happening on your farm. Not have to present to great big groups and one size fits all. We were able to customize and really do appreciate that. That was a fun week for our team. I know everybody was excited at the end of the week that we felt like things went really well. We're also very tired, so we'll revamp. We got a couple more days this week we're looking forward to here Thursday and Friday. So if you hadn't have a chance to come out, reach out. We're going to do a couple more before we start picking up signs and closing shop. Want to talk about one popular question is where are we at GDU wise? Where's this crop at? It's a little confusing out there because obviously disease has taken over some fields and killed them early. As you drive through the countryside, you'll see green fields and brown fields right next to each other. When we look at a 30-day or a 30-year average, right now we're trending right in line. If you planted in that April 20th to May 1st window, we're right on track. A lot of people have last year as a reference. We had the blast furnace going through this first part of September and pushed things really fast. Believe it or not, 2 weeks ago we were actually ahead of last year's pace for GDUs. Of course, we had those warm nights and that disease brewing weather. Now with the cool down the last 10 days, we've fallen a couple days behind last year, but we're still pretty well on track. So as we gear up for harvest, be sure you're out in those fields. We're seeing a lot of crown rot, stalk rot come into fields late here. Again, all that early moisture and some of those conditions that we had lead to that. We get stressed late and those plants start to fall apart on us. So do your push test, be looking at your fields. I know we got a little calm before the storm, before harvest gets cranked up here. But if we got to go take a field or two early, make sure we do that. We always get a wind in October in Nebraska. One of those big winds that comes in and compromises those fields that are, under stock issues. Get those out early. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we don't get a wind, but I've been here long enough to know that 9 times out of 10 we'll get that event. Finally, everybody stay safe. We're looking forward to getting harvest started here. It's probably going to be a few weeks. I popped an ear here. We're about half milk line. So probably a couple more weeks before the black layer. So we're still a ways away here. We do have some dry land in our first planted fields that, maybe we'll have that combine going. We got to get the head put back together, doing a little rebuild work on that, but hopefully everybody's ready to go when the time comes. We need to go attack these fields and get them out before they get compromised anymore. Stay safe. We'll see you next week.